Trust me. I've tried. Trust me, I have tried many, many times. Because if we could just go to, like, Brawler, it'd be way better. Like, sure, we have a slightly powered up dragon form here, but that doesn't do jack against Herrera. So, consistent early game. Yeah, about that. It is one of those days. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We don't like these days. The next time I get past Majima, that's the run. I'm gonna be rusty at Majima when I get back to him again, aren't I? And around the side, and then push him towards this way, look. I should have gone for those two there. That would have been way quicker. Nah. Don't you hit me. What? Please? Now everyone's over here, which I guess isn't too bad if they're all together. That's actually not too bad at all. So everyone should stay relatively, yeah. Sub 130. I'm not happy, but it's sub 130, so I'm carrying on. Once again, if Hirata didn't guard that last hit, he bounces off the wall. He doesn't completely die, but he bounces off the wall, and he's at one hit, so I can hit him on the ground. Man is gonna cause me to have a literal brain fart. My brain is just gonna fart and just say, nope, I'm done. Be a triple. This guy actually hasn't given me a good pattern all day either. He's never once given me like the triple for when I need it. Hee, I waited. It's not the one you want to do, by the way. It's slow. That's too close to the wall. That's why you don't do that one. But that's why you do this one instead, because this one, as you can see, is way, way, way faster. Good, get up. Okay, we carry on. We carry on. We carry on. We're going to have a nice Saboy. We're going to be able to grab Saboy first time. The same thing as you usually do in Brawler, much higher success rate. Interesting. Can I do it if he's already dodged? Because if he dodges, I'm all up for changing to Brawler and trying that. Right, and imagine it's the same fight. That sounds like hell. That sounds like literal hell. No, thank you. No. No. Please, no. I do not want to. I would like to finish this video game at some point tonight. I'm streaming for 16 hours for Karaoke % tomorrow. I do not want to be on this game for that long tonight. My plan was actually, if I finished this early enough, I was going to do this into a Yakuza 6 run, but I've been here for an hour and 45 minutes. And it's chapter 1 again. That ain't happening. No 6. Because I've not been feeling well lately, and again, I didn't sleep very well last night. Again, surprise. Got woken up in the middle of my sleep by the bloody, the boiler man. So. I would ideally have liked to have done like a dragon run as well before tomorrow, just to make sure I'm fully derusted at that, because it's going to come right at the end, which is a pain, but it is what it is. Oops. Use your innate brawler count to stop him and combo him. Much better recovery than Beast, yeah. Oh, Bob is very immortal. Bob's in Yakuza-ishin. Like, Bob lives forever. Like, He's omnipotent. He actually genuinely is in Ishin. I'm not memeing. Like, he's your DLC person in Ishin. Which... K1 was the last time we saw Bob, actually, funnily enough. Because after K1 came 6. And then he hasn't been in any of the Dragon Engine games. I'm gonna call you out, RGG. Bring back Bob. Everyone is like, you know, bring back Tanamura, bring back Akiyama. I don't care. Bring back Bob. Bob is not an LED. Bob does not have a physical presence in the Dragon Engine games. I think one of the Dragon Engine games does briefly mention him. I think it's K2. But it's only in a text. There is no physical Bob in any of the Dragon Engine games. Which is greatly upsetting. They know he still exists. Bring that man back. Speaking of bring that man back. Hello again. Ah! Good. We're going to Majima. We're going to Majima. Thank God. But yeah, Bob hasn't been in the series since technically K2, but physically since K1. I just want to see what a HD Bob would look like in the Dragon Engine. But the trouble is, like, all the DLC stuff is handled in a menu these days. It's not handled by a person. So there's no Bob. But if they ever bring back coin locker keys, the lore of Bob continues. Because for those who don't know, Yakuza 3 actually fleshes Bob out. Bob is the one who puts all the items in the coin lockers. So it's thanks to Bob that we can go fast in Yakuza 3 and 4's speedruns. So thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. And K2. And K2. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Did I forget to do the thing when I woke up? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Bob as a palmate would have been absolutely great. It's a shame he is not. All I'm saying is bring back Bob for LED 2. I mean, wait, bring back Bob for Judgment. Lost Judgment. Lost Judgment, 1 week, 1 month. Less than that, we're almost 1 month away. Feels good. Feels good. Once again, they'll likely release a story trailer for Lost Judgment when, like, a little before, like they usually do. Once again, when that trailer comes out, I would ask people kindly not to say what happens in it, because I'm personally not going to watch it. Because, you know, I'm going to get the game, I'm going to stream the game. I want my first expressions of the game, like my impressions, to be completely brand new for you. So, I don't want to know what happens, and RGG story trailers can sometimes be a little on the exceptionally spoilery side. They're very, very bad at subtly hinting sometimes. Oh yeah. I have told my mods to be vigilant as hell in regards to the spoilers. Like, they will have their weapons at the ready. They'll be lenient in not giving you a ban straight away, but you will get stabbed once or twice. I'm just saying. They've been watching me do this run. They're getting tips. They're gonna max crush you first, and then they're gonna stab you. I've taught them well. Bob is Patriarch of the Clown Family in it? I wish. I would be very happy. Bob for 8th chairman of the now whatever's going on. That needs to be the clan name, the now whatever's going on. But only if a chicken can be his right-hand man, because that would actually be, a very Bob thing to do, let's be honest. And don't forget that in the giant lore of Bob, there's also multiple Bobs. Do not forget that Yakuza 4 has Bob Utsunomiya A and Bob Utsunomiya B, and so does Dead Souls. Bob is timeless and omnipotent. Do not forget this. He actually would have been like a really cool, like, optional hard fight. Like, I understand why the Amons are like your optional hard fights, but like, he would have made for like a really cool, like, optional hard fight on top of the Amons. Hirata, get out of my way. Don't you dare. Yeah, I see what you're trying to do. I ain't resetting at you. I'm going to Majima, I'm resetting him instead. Hirata has been dealt with at last. It took 2 hours. Again. Finally. He would be a good choice for a pound mate. Like, but you could either have him reference the coin lockers due to the fact that, you know, he's the person that puts stuffs in the coin lockers, or you could just, you know, have him do whatever. He's a clown. He's Bob. Just imagine that, a pound mate with Bob, where his coin locker shenanigans gave you a random item, you know? That'd be kind of cool. He is Anna from Fire Emblem, you're not wrong. Okay. I will say it. Okay, chapter 1. Until this guy didn't do his Kiwami. Okay, chapter 1. Not great, but okay. I will take it for now. There's the Majima everywhere speedrun. I don't know. That's not the priority right now, considering there is charity rewards to do. Yeah. That's better. That's better. Alright. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Round whatever we are for tonight. 4? 3? I think it's round 3. Made it through the last time. I didn't make it through this time. Alrighty. I'm going to concentrate for a second so that I don't screw this up. Please excuse me. Hello again, Majima. So for those who haven't seen a K1 run or you didn't see what we did earlier, we have to win this fight because unlike Zero's Shakedown fight, we actually get a reward for beating Majima. It's 100 levels of experience and it makes us dumb overpowered for the rest of this run. I like being dumb overpowered, let me tell you. Close he is to the other side, so I'm just going to go for this one. Don't spin. Thank you. That's actually pretty good until he guards both hits. Which point that's not good. It's fine. Because the heat is fine because I can get that back from just throwing him to the ground. One hit pizza sign. Time to Kiwami cancel with my 7 macros. My Kiwami cancelled. That's late. Oh Jesus, that's late. This will make it so that he dies no matter what heat attack I do with the bike. As long as I do a heat attack with a bike. That's bad. That's very bad. Kiwami cancelled. Please. Thank you. Terrible. 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 I stance cancelled. Did you see that? Something we've been doing for literally years. I'm carrying on. That was not a good end to the fight, but it was an okay-ish fight. It wasn't actually that great, but it's fine. I'm considering this the run. This is the one that we do not reset at this point. So, once again, much like earlier, Black taught to spirit into climax, heat gauge into grab mastery. This is important for now. Grab mastery makes it so that when you grab an enemy, you get a whole bunch of heat. Very useful. Allows us to do heat attacks with Beast from the start of the fight. Right. So, we're going to be grabbing a couple of upgrades in our body tree here. The important ones are obviously going to be, as you'll see here, boost attack. But there's also a set of upgrades on the bottom part of the path that we want to grab as well. We'll see them in a second. The first of which, other than the boost attacks, is actually this one here, Destroyer's Secret Gorged, which does more damage if we have full HP. I pick it up on the way. That way, I don't forget. Don't live up to your name, punk ass Abbey. So, fun fact, even though I'm not sniffing around as the second option and the correct option in this one, an OG Yakuza 1 is actually the first option. I'm not dealing with Herrera again. I'm done with Herrera for tonight. I do need to go back to Beast. Good. And goodbye, Abbey. Cool. What if it's 5? Oh. Is there a discrepancy in the bet? Alright, so Majima is now spawned at this point as part of the Majima Everywhere thing. We want to be a little careful of him. It's very, very rare. He can spawn in front of these stairs here. It's a lot more common on Legend. Shout outs to our Legend runners. But he can spawn right here. Thankfully, he is not. So, stair tech, by the way, you have to be running before you hit the stairs to be able to run up them. So you want to make sure you're running here once you pick up the locker key. There you go. Okay. This is when the bait gets refunded. You have a chance to get all your points back. I like it. And so we're going to get 3 dialogue options here. The correct one is the first one. All 3 of them will take you out of the actual conversation, but the first one is the one that has the story trigger hidden behind it. Now, sub-stories are on the map. The lady in blue on the right is a sub-story. We used to do her back in the original inception of this run, a good 3-4 years ago. But not anymore, because now we have the 100 levels from Majima, doing shenanigans that you're about to see. So one of the big reasons as to why Kiwami lost so much time over the years is the fact that you can actually skip the vast majority of Kiwamis in this game. Probably like 85% of them or something like that, 85 to 90%. So grab Yuya, max crush damage glitch Yuya, and then just hit him with a heat move, and that's it, that's the end of the fight. It literally is that simple. And again, if you've never seen a Yakuza Kiwami speedrun, wait until the next chapter. It'll blow your goddamn mind. It's great. And it's definitely not the second time we're seeing it tonight. I'm absolutely losing time in this chapter after that bad Majima fight, but it's fine. That's if this fight goes perfectly. If it doesn't go perfectly, well, I'm losing a lot of time. I want the guy with the knife. I do not want his shenanigans in my face this time. So, because I've got a lot of HP, I'm going to grab the lamp and use the lamp. Damn it. I was hoping he wouldn't go into his kami there. He's supposed to use the dagger, but unfortunately the dagger's on the other side of the room, so I'm going to have to use a slow heat move. I have fucked up. Real bad. Real bad. Real bad. That's fine. Plenty of time saved later. Plenty of time saved later. But that was not a good chapter 2. That was not a good chapter 2 in the slightest. The thing that hurts is we had such a good one earlier, like, such a good one. Even with the illegal not picking up of the coin locker key. I'll still take, like, a tiny time save. My chapter 2 in my PB was pretty bad. That one wasn't good. Like, that one just wasn't good, but it was acceptable. Acceptable is the best term you'll ever hear a speedrunner say about a bad split. You know? We don't have the vernacular to say the word good. All we have, or average, all we have is terrible or brilliant. That's it. We have no middle ground. I did get the coin locker key this time, yes I did. So this is the run that's going to be going all the way to the end. No matter what happens. This plays decent music, say it's bad. Well, the thing is, and this is the thing that people who don't know about speedrunning kind of misinterpret, is like, any speedrunner will tell you, when we say a split is bad, that doesn't necessarily inherently mean that it's actually bad, apart from the times where, you know, it is actually bad and you lose time. If you save, like, I just said that last split was bad. I saved time. So it was still better than what I did in my last run. But it's bad because I know the potential of what that split can be, and also how badly I played in that bit. It's not bad because I lost time, like I actually gained time, which is a good thing. But it's bad because of the potential of what I should have saved during that split. But then you will have splits that are just, you know, bad. That are just absolutely terrible. So when we say something is bad, it doesn't necessarily inherently mean like it's absolutely awful. It's just that we know how much better we can do. And like I know how much better I can do in chapter 2. Like, you all saw earlier. Like I had an almost messed up Majima fight there. I'm actually kind of shocked that I didn't lose more time, you know? One of those kind of things, you know? Am I on Brawler still? I am. I have to change to Beast for this fight. Actually, I might be on Beast because I picked up the microphone stand. If I'm already on Beast, that makes this a lot quicker. Let's watch what aura we have. Hell yeah. Grab Yasuda, Max Crush Yasuda, Heat Attack. That's the end of that fight. I believe Yasuda has a Brawler Kiwami? Might be wrong on that one. Anyway, here's Shinji not helping us. Now how much better I can do here at one. Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm going back to him tonight. 2 hours of struggling with that man. I refuse. I literally refuse. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy ourselves a couple of healing items. Buy ourselves 8 Softness Cs and a dagger. Here's 8, right? For some reason, my mind has 12. For some reason, in my head, I have the number 12. That can't be right. 12's way too much. So move forward a little bit. That way we can get all 5 portraits. Except I'm not close enough to Dojima, apparently. Always so hey Dojima. You have to find the right spot to look at all the pictures. Always so hey Dojima. I'm glad he's dead. I said it. So, this fight can go very quickly or very slowly. Hopefully, everybody here will get close enough that I can take that in 2 hits. Of course, I have also moved the wrong way, which is going to cause it to be even slower. Terrible. Very terrible. Beast Kiwami. Ah, it's Beast. Okay. Grab your old lantern and start swinging. You don't want any enemy to end up behind you. Now that guy is behind me, but he should hopefully run over to me before this is all over. I'm just going to carry on. Just pray he comes over. This guy rolls, so you can just hit him once. Cool. With everybody coming out, we're going to go back over here and grab this lantern. I'm not going to do Yakuza Zero strats here for some reason. Shame. You ideally want to stay at full HP if possible. I also wanted to spam square for the lantern there, but Kiryu decided he didn't want it. Okay. So, we're going to run up here. Because I've been hit, I'm going to have to make sure that I do enough damage. What the heck is going on outside? We'll pull out of there. Equip dagger. Heal in inventory. I'm going to pick up the spare healing item just in case. Stab this man. Simple as that. Stab this man. That's not the right style. You want rush. No sweating. This is literally worse pace than the earlier attempt. Oh, damn. Carousel stand in XX. That's going to be my safety extra to heal just in case. The aim of the game here is multi-kills. Like so. Yeah, let's not fuck around this time, shall we? For the guy that throws shit first. So I was hoping to do that to get a multi there. But these two, they aren't playing friendly with one another. You can very rarely get these in a triple combo, which is very satisfying. 3-9 shambles. I'm just using our brand new tech of Kiwami cancelling. I can't believe no one's ever done it before. Stunning. Okay, change the rush for your movement, obviously. Trying to get stuck on the stairs. And we're off. Needs more stancing. I managed it earlier on the Majima fight, but oh well. Activate the Kiwami only Majima fight. Which puts us back here, thankfully. Now we punch people. I'd ideally like to not get hit here. If I do, it's whatever. I really wanted to hit that guy as well. Terrible. It's fine that I do get hit because here Majima thankfully goes down very, very easily to a charge for a repeat attack, even if you have been damaged. Looks like a charm. 6 button inputs on 1 button. Let's go. Why does my menu keep opening? I don't understand. So what we're going to do is going to go over to this lantern. I want to be at full HP. I'm praying I don't get hit here because this will help me have way more damage. Now I'm going to have to waste time getting a fresh heal again. Also, I hate using this pipe. Get away from me. Please run over here. Thank you. There's like an extra healing item used that I don't want to. Not good. Hey, so here we go again. If you've never seen the Kiwami run before, you're about to have your mind blown. Here's Shimano. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to our inventory, make sure we're on full HP. Grab Shimano, max crush Shimano. Get out our knife and watch Shimano's HP bar. That's the end of Shimano. Good fun. Heck that guy. Heck that guy and his entire HP regen, Kiwami. Alright. Cool. Well, I lost time compared to my loadless. That's not good. Kiwami cancel culture. We just need to stance change instead. There are different ways to strut on Shimano. Alright. So, after 2 hours, I'm finally in chapter 4 with the correct items. Wouldn't you believe it? So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go visit the coin lockers. Now, this is where Majima loves to be around, down there. for the Majima Everywhere stuff. I found him here more often than anywhere in this chapter. He can also be in front of the coin lockers, so you'd have to be a little careful. Thank God he's not this time. You'll see that I have 2 items to pick up. Thank God. The medieval silver coin and the Stamman spark. With this, we run and we go shopping. Ray Bell, thank you for the 3 months. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well tonight. That's the fight spawn in front of me, the single guy. There was one back there as well, but seeing that fight spawn makes me realize that there's no Majima around this corner, which is nice. So, hi. We're going to buy a couple of things. We're going to buy, where are we? Dog food and water. It's been too long, I don't remember the menu positions. And now we're going to go to Ebisu real quick, where Majima loves to spawn. Right around this corner, so I chill my stamina for a second. Just in case. I do not like this corridor at all. I've had Majima spawn here too many times.
Let's go, Mr. Fruit.
Thank you. 2 sacks. I gotta sell shit. Want to sell a medieval silver coin and a Stamman and spark. And we also want to go into the inventory and want to buy 2 things. Want to buy the iron plate and the elder belly warmer. The other belly warmer is a piece of gear we're going to put on immediately. It supposedly does more damage the more enemies there are, but it also does funky stuff with how much heat you have, so there you go. It's multi-purpose. Noogie Patrol, thank you for the 10 months, I appreciate it. Now, thankfully, much like the other Yakuza games, you can't get any fight spawns down on Showa Street. In the Dragon engine, you can. In the older engine, you can't. This is your one safe haven. Also, Bob. Thanks, bud. We're going to get sprint level 1. I'll get Keykeeper ahead of time for some reason. We don't need it. We do. This guy's the fight spawn on the right, just walking past me. If there was a fight spawn ahead, I would have walked into him and aggroed him on purpose, but there isn't, so I don't need to. Oh my god, we're actually getting on with the speedrun. It's a miracle. I also don't remember what's skippable and what isn't, as far as cutscenes go. Good. I have to rely on good old memory. So, there's Majima. I'm going this way. Bye. Be very careful when running down here. Those 2 on the left there are a conversation about Pocket Circuit. Now, the nice thing about seeing Majima there is that 1, he's out of the way, and 2, that means I know he's not ahead of me. That also means that I now need to be wary of any fight spawns ahead of me. Thank you, Majima. So, that's 1. For those keeping track at home, that's 1. That's an okay fight spawn, because you can easily run past it if you've been holding your stamina. Now we find a girl with a gun. Her name is Haruka. I don't know why she has the gun, it's never explained. Now we're going to save this poor little pupper from these horrible people. I've forgotten what I do in this fight. Do we still do this? I feel like we don't. I feel like we just go for the motorcycle instead now. I'm certain we just go for the motorbike instead, but because it stops everybody from fearing, so you can literally get them to run like quicker to you. Oh, I took a hit. That sucks. You want to come over here? Nice. I am fairly certain that we don't do the heat move there because it fears everybody. I'm fairly certain you just run to the bike and grab the bike and use it. But again, haven't done this run in 3 months. There's a couple of the little intricacies that are getting mixed up in my memories in here, which ain't good. Which really ain't good. Alright, so we saved the doggo. And now Haruka's gonna collapse, and we're gonna have to get her back to Serena. Okay. So, there's a specific route you want to take here. It saves you from getting into an extra fight. So I want to heal for Hayashi. I feel like I do. I think you need to, but for the first hit, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think I need to, though. I usually get hit in that fight anyway, so, you know. I guess not. Alright, so you want to grab one of these guys, hope that they're not running too far away from each other, so you can do beast throw. This is one of the many good things about having grab mastery, is that by grabbing an enemy at the start of the fight, we fill our heat to max, so we can just do that. It's very, very, very useful. Bad hitbox. Can't skip this yet. No, you don't run this category. I think it's fine without. I have to do a tiny bit extra to Hayashi, but it should be fine. Now I can skip this cutscene. Besides, I think I might be like low on healing items than I should be, so I'm just gonna not use a healing item. So I don't think I do. Stick to this side of the road. You have to come this way, by the way, because of this upcoming cutscene here. Haruka will stop you if you try and go down the other road. The correct answer is the bottom answer, because it cuts right to the chase. Now here comes a funky little bit. The next trigger on the minimap is going to be at the actual doors of the Millennium Tower, but that's not where you want to go. Where you want to actually go is slightly in front here, because this is going to give you a cutscene, and then you can carry on with the story. But you can actually avoid that cutscene completely. That's why you just want to make sure you run forward to begin with.
So yeah. さっき警官に呼び止められた時よくとっさにあんな嘘を思いついたな
Okay. And now we go to the secret bar. Head over here. The photo of Mizuki. And cry because here comes Hayashi. This should be fine. It's not gonna be super fast, but it should be fine. Yeah, that's still good. We're still good. I should have just turned into Brawler. Why didn't I turn into Brawler? That's stupid on my part. Yeah, I should have just turned into Brawler. I don't know why I didn't. That was very stupid on my part. I know better than that. I know way better than that. My gold here is really good, so I know better than that. But my PB wasn't good, and that's the important thing. There we go. I didn't even gold compared to load last time. Ouch. Okay. Chapter 5. Chapter 5. The one thing that worries me... Not you. Piss off. You. The one thing that worries me is I'm not going to be in Beast for what's about to happen here. So, very, very importantly, and I'm glad my memory is at least remembering this one, we are going to be heading off and doing a sub-story. The sub-story is right next to where we need to go, which is nice, but we are going to need to do the sub-story for money purposes. If we had enough completion points, we could speak to old Bob at this point. I don't know if I have enough, so I'm not going to risk it. I'll just do it later. Actually, wait, no, it's the next chapter. Yeah, we wouldn't have enough anyway. Actually, no. Yeah, no, we wouldn't. It's the next chapter, because that's the... Yeah. It's fine. I haven't been paying attention to the completion points I've been getting, but it's not this chapter, it's the next chapter. I'm getting confused. Here's a man that blocks the road and asks for money, where we're going to punch him in the face. So... let's fight. Very important to do this. Very important to do this right now. Now, he may hit me because he's a little bit aggressive, and I need to take time to change my stance, which is bad. Just stance cancel, yo. Nice. So the important thing here is to not actually take any damage, because we want to be full health for what's coming up after this. So... he is about to give us an item. The Leech Gloves. The Leech Gloves are an accessory that if we equip, they drain the heat of your enemies when you grab them, and it gives it to you. So, if you've been paying attention, you know that we obviously already have grab mastery. So, the Leech Gloves are pretty much null and void. I saw the sign. These hobos have guns, by the way. we'll get saved by the legend Gary Buster Holmes. An absolute lad. So, you might wonder why we picked up an accessory that does the same thing as our actual thing. Well, that's because we're going to sell them for $500,000. That's why we get the Leech gloves. They sell for literally $500,000. It's an insane amount of money. Now, note to self, don't get the thing in here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to my equipment, and I'm going to unequip both the knife and the belly warmer, because we can't take those into what's about to happen. Now, in the old route, which isn't that old, that lock key on the right there, next to that man, is for a medieval painting. We used to grab that to sell, but we're going to instead be selling other things during this run. So, it wouldn't be a Yakuza game if it didn't have a mandatory forced Coliseum section. So, for the Coliseum, you're not allowed to be wearing any pieces of equipment, which is why you take off your equipment. Now, the nice thing is, we don't need any of our equipment on. So, first up, a D. Feldman. That's rude. Grab D. Feldman, Max Crush D. Feldman, Heat Attack D. Feldman, surprise. That's the combo. Next up is former Muay Thai World Champion, G. Pramuk. Also rude. Surprise. Grab Max Crush into Heat Attack. Shocking. I know. And then comes the living legend himself, Gary Buster Holmes. So, in the past, we used to have to do a little bit more work against Gary rather than just Max Crush into Heat Attack. We never had the damage to be able to take care of Gary from the first Heat Attack, and that unfortunately left it so that Gary could get a free suplex off on you, which, very, very frustrating, but still. So, what we used to do is we used to stamp on him on the ground, hit him as he got up to break his guard, charge throw him again, and then do the Heat Attack. But these days with the new, I say it's new, it's been old for a couple of months, with the new actual upgrade route, we don't have to worry about that because we take care of Gary in one hit, which is great. Save Date, aka go into your equipment, put back on your dagger and your elder belly warmer. And off we go. It's really surprising. This run has a bunch of glitches to it, and it is super cool. Don't listen to anybody trying to convince you there's a thing called a Bragan. We don't even know what that is. Think they're trying to sell you drugs or something. Don't listen to that, man. That's all the matter for real accident. Yup. Yup. Alright, so Dante's being assaulted by some homeless guys over here. We are going to start with the usual. We're going to start with the beast throw attack. And then hopefully we don't get hit. Ideally we don't get hit here. Because we need to be full HP for the next bit. So, after Brawler, everyone should be reasonably together. Wow, they're all aggressive today. Wow, nice. Good. Now I have to hit everybody 3 times. Good. I think I have to heal for Majima because I don't think the heat attack does, the dagger attack does enough damage. I don't remember. I'm sure I've tested this in the past, but I don't remember. I'll take a safety heal just in case. I just don't remember. It's supposed to be down to 4 safety heals, which is not good. Very not good. Alright, so this doesn't count for the Majima encounters, by the way, because this is an actual story encounter. Story encounters don't count for the bet. Because you're always guaranteed to get this one. This is not Majima everywhere, this is Majima here and now. So here's how you deal with Majima here and now. What we're going to do is we're going to get our knife out, I'm gonna stab Majima, that's it. So Majima's not gonna die completely. He's gonna stay on 1 HP because he has to form change first. So in the meantime, we're gonna go back to being Brawler. I'm gonna grab this guy's baseball bat. I'm gonna start hitting people. Especially this guy in the red plaid who loves attacking me and interrupting my entire combo. I see you on the mini-map down there, sir. Suda, I just destroyed the creator of No More Heroes. Which isn't good, because I was looking forward to that game. Alright, not the best chapter, because things went slightly wrong, but it was okay. I will take that. I will honestly take that. Cool. So, you little shit. I don't know how I'm losing so much time on my gold here. I don't know if that's an unobtainable gold or not. I actually don't know. I should probably erase my gold there, honestly. I think it's unobtainable. So, we're gonna leave, and it's time for everybody's favorite filler. So, here's Mogusa. He looks like Hobo Jesus. He's gonna tell us to go and see the Florist, because the Florist has a job for us. If we do the job for him, he's gonna give us something cool, which, yes, he does give us something cool. If you somehow forgot to sell the heat gloves earlier, you can sell them right now. Actually, no, you can't because the guy moves. He's in the top right part of the park, so you can sell it now. It's probably your last chance to do so. But that's why you really don't want to forget to do it once you get to the park for the first time. So, as we go around, we're going to be interrupted by a fella. You're going to recognize this fella. You know him, you love him. He is, of course, whoops, an unskippable cutscene. It's good old Kamaki. Now, this looks like it gives you the illusion of choice. You cannot pick no. It will continually recycle the dialogue until you pick yes. And actually, this move was in the run originally, then got routed out, and it's been routed back in again. So, this is the Kamaki Shot Stopper, a very, very good move that basically stops anybody with a gun, like so. Do not hit me. Here. Good. So, by doing that, you basically get rid of a gun that an enemy has in their hands, which is very useful. If you don't have the completion points for stamina level 2, you get them right here. This is the third one that you need. We used to be able to get more than that in the day, and I don't remember how, but oh well. So, back to filler we go. As I get stuck on the stairs and lose more time for no reason. Imagine getting hit in that fight. Never happened to me. There's no way. There's no video evidence of it. Go looking and I'll ban you. So, this is the Florist's son, Takashi. He's a dumbass. He has decided to run off with the girl who's the daughter of a Yakuza boss because he's fallen in love with her. But he's a dumbass. And now the Yakuza are going after them. So, we're going to head off there and sort their problems. They are, of course, back at the batting center because everyone's at the batting center at this point in Yakuza Kiwami. They couldn't have given you somewhere new to go. They literally were just like, hey, just go back to the batting center. Here's Tamara. He was in Chapter 1. He has a storyline in this, but in the actual speedrun, no, he doesn't. Who cares? He's not dead. Congratulations. Eh. He is in 3. I don't actually remember if he is in 4, but he is in 1, 2, and 3. But he's a giant dumbass. He's a giant dumbass. So, we're gonna go and sort out his problems in the best way that we know how. You probably already know what way that is. Take taxi over to the batting center. Once again, Majima's roaming the map, by the way. When you save Date, he's not roaming on the map, but here he's back roaming the map again. So he could be here. So, eagle-eyed Majima watchers, keep your eyes peeled. I'm keeping my eyes peeled as well for the good old tracker that we got going on at the minute. No, he's not down there, I'm afraid. So, here's Takashi. He thinks that we've been sent by the Yakuza to stop him. So what we're gonna do is we are, of course, going to change to Beast, and we are, of course, just going to bloody stab the guy. Then there's this guy. He calls himself the B King. The B stands for baseball. So we're going to start off this fight by grabbing someone, doesn't matter who. Use the BC action as long as we hit the leader, it's all good, which you always should do if you grab him or the other guy. Change the brawler. We're going to do 2 hits, and then we're going to wallop the B-King. Easy peasy. This keeps you at full HP as well, which is really, really nice. The truth about last time, I don't know what that means. I skipped his regen. What the fuck? Insane tech. Or as the chavs in this country say, insane peckers, because that means you took a good spot kick. There he is! Number 2! There he is, number 2, folks! Round 2! Which is good, because you see these 3 in front of me? They're a fight spawn. That fight spawn would have aggroed onto me had Majima not actually aggroed onto me. Yakuza K1 follows the rules set by Yakuza 0, where you can only have 1 set of fight aggro on you at a time. So, everybody please, thank the Majima. Good lad. So here's what I'm going to do. Grab this table. Use the strong attack of it a couple of times. Hit the enemies. Watching somebody guarded. Then use the actual heat to hit him. Take him out. Oh god, he's aggro. What are you doing back here, son? I was okay. Made the Jingu count funsies? I had a suspicion. I saw it follow the other day. I saw it follow the other day, so, you know. So. Majima can spawn right around this corner. So I like having my camera in a position where I can see if he's here, because if he is, you have to go the other way. But what we want to do here is obviously go and use this taxi over here, because we're going to go back and see the Florist and get our reward. Kiwami kind of fills itself out a little bit by making you go back to the Florist multiple times. This ain't the last time. It ain't the first, and it definitely ain't the last. I like to call it the long run of the purgatory. Jingu lore downloaded. I'm ready. Seriously, I mean it. It is downloaded. It was downloaded the other time, but because I took a pixel of HP, it went wrong. Jingu lore gone wrong. Not clickbait. If this PBs, that's gonna be my, that's gonna be the title of the PB on YouTube. That's a promise right here. Hi, YouTube. I have a lot of time save in one of these upcoming chapters. I think it's not the next chapter, but the chapter after that, where I have like almost a minute's time save. So, the Florist is going to give us the Goemon. Remember that if you're going for 100% completion in Yakuza Kiwami, there are only 107 weapons, you need 100 of them, and the Goemon counts as one of them. You can do whatever you want with the Goemon at this point if you're going for 100%, because it counts as you having it. We used to have the Goemon as a weapon in this run. Fun fact, the Goemon has a special little secret to it. If you make kills with the Goemon, you get extra EXP by, I think, 10% or something like that. We're not using that in the run anymore. We're going to get ourselves a different knife. We're going to follow the laws of Yakuza 4 for a second. But Date's drunk. Surprise. So we're going to have to go and see Date now. We should have enough completion points at this point to get the next stamina level. So, let's go see Bob. Let's go see good old Bob. Stabbing people left and right. That is essentially this run until the halfway point, at which point we introduce guns into the mix. What up, Bob? So, there we go. We don't normally get enough completion points for sprint level 3, unfortunately. That was not Majima down the road, I'm afraid. It was a guy with the same kind of colour jacket, but it was not the same. So, this is where the PC version of Yakuza Kiwami, for some reason, kind of breaks. Go and meet his daughter, don't run away this time. There we go. That's my time save over my PB. Because in my PB, I decided for some reason to run away. Now, here's the thing. Saya here is in her schoolgirl outfit because she's trying to entice people to get money out of them. Every aspect of Saya that you see from this point onwards, she is supposed to be in her casual clothing. If you're quick enough, you can avoid that substory on the left and cut that corner there, but I wasn't. Now, some people's versions of this, aka mine, for some reason break and don't work like that. As you'll see. As you will see. Sora TV, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Hope you are having a good evening as well.
Run going good so far?
Yeah, I've got a few complaints, but they're not that big. They're kind of superfluous. But yeah, run's going all right at the minute. That's a fight spawn. I'm moving away from that. So, Dante's daughter's in trouble. She's got mixed up with a bit of a bad egg. We're here to find out information on him. We want to tell him that we're a friend, and the correct answer here is Yamazaki 25. Fun fact, it's something like a Yamazaki 35 in OG Yakuza 1, so it's de-aged in the course of this game. We're now going to head back, and we're going to go back to Stardust, because we found out that he actually works there as a host. Now, Majima can spawn up here, which is, pants-shittingly terrifying, because there's not much you can really do. There is it, have a good sleep. God, it's 11 PM already. I was hoping not to be doing this run when it turned into my birthday, but it is going to be turning into my birthday by the time we're done with this run. And Majima again, good, good. We're still at 2 Majima so far. I don't know why I let go of my sprint there was no need to. So we're going to go to Stardust, and we're going to speak with Yuya, which you can skip. I almost forgot you could. He's there with Saya, and now, unfortunately, she's going to be getting accosted by these unruly gentlemen. Here comes Date to save the day. I'm going to run over here, turn the beast, grab the sign, and start swinging, and hopefully hitting all the ads. I'm upset that you would hit me there, sir, so I'm just going to take you out. Goodbye. I don't know if I need to be full HP for this next fight. I might just go to full HP just so I can do the next fight fast. I really don't remember. I mean, I'm going to be getting a healing item in this next fight anyway, but I forgot I had to hit X here. They both sounds cursed. To be fair, more accurately, I was born like in night. So she's supposed to be in casual clothes here, but for some reason, some people's PC versions, like mine, break and she's wearing a school uniform here. Don't know why. It's not the only time this PC version is going to break continuity either. As you'll see. So, I'm going to heal just in case. I really don't think I need to, but just to be on the side of safety, I will. So, the Shota fight. There's a very quick way to do the Shota fight. Act surprised at what I'm about to do. Get my knife out and stab the shit. I'm sad that wasn't the quicker heat action because I accidentally pushed him next to the wall. Now, here's the problem. You want to save as many hits as you can with your knife because they are limited. And we need them for a certain point, which is the next chapter, thankfully. But we do need to save some of our knife hits, so you need to be a little careful. But that's the fast way to kill Shota. You just stab the guy. Act surprised. Things are going to change very, very soon in terms of weapons. Okay. 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 Okay, so. When head to Ryujin Hall, Mizuki has been turned up dead. Mizuki is Haruka's mother and the sister of Yumi, who we're looking for. So, we've noticed that she has a big tattoo that looks like the same tattoo from the same artist who did ours. So we're going to go and get our tattoo touched up whilst we go and ask them a couple of questions. Please no fight spawn outside of the tattoo parlor. There's only really one nasty fight spawn you can get coming up here, and it is very, very nasty. Good. It's usually right here in front of the tattoo parlor. It's actually really, really ridiculously evil. So, I'm going to get our tattoo touched up, and then we're going to go back to Serena. So. Try and act surprised with the information I am about to tell you. For the second time in this here video game, Haruka's about to get kidnapped. Shocking, I know. It's a good thing that it doesn't happen for a third time. Into Serena we go, where we find out that she has been kidnapped. So, we're going to go with Date to find Haruka, and this is where the route changes quite dramatically from the old route. We're going to be going and doing the story to begin with. There is no Majima spawn in this bit with Date with us, and similarly, when we have an NPC partner with us, sub-stories also get despawned. So the lady that usually hangs out here that I pointed out earlier, as you can see, is no longer here. That's a good fight spawn. We don't have to worry about that one. So, I'm going to speak to Aoki to see if he's seen Haruka, and he has. She went into Club Sega. Thankfully, the one that's right next to us, not the one over at Nakamichi in the later part of the series. So, enter via this door. Walk forward. Do not speak to the Mesu King, kids. Do not speak to Date on the way out. Sorry, Date. And this is where things are going to change. We used to taxi up to the other part of the city. But if we do that, we're not going to have enough money for the rest of the run. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to head this way. I'm going to end up grabbing something I've forgotten the position of. It's right here. This coin locker key right here. This coin locker key is for a gold blackjack. A weapon that sells for a very, very good amount of money. Now, I'm happy with them being aggroed to me because I can run straight off here. What happened is the first person in that set of aggroed enemies was actually glitched. So, there's what we like to call a glitch state of alert, where if you interrupt them in the middle of their alert and don't despawn them, they will start aggressive to you instantly. So they will get into a fight with you instantly. It's the same kind of thing where if you bump into someone from behind, they can also get into an instant fight with you. This drunk man says he's seen Haruka in one of the parks. He doesn't remember which park, so we're going to have to go and figure out which park. That's the fight spawn, so that's fine. So I should be able to get far away enough. Make sure you go into every single park and use the confirmation prompt. Now, important. We can cut the corner here, but you must never, ever, in this run, cut this corner here ever again. Reason being is that we have Date with us. If we don't have Date with us, as I said, sub-stories spawn. More importantly, that corner is home to Pocket Circuit. And Pocket Circuit in this game, if you accidentally trigger it, will cost you somewhere between 1.5 minutes to 1:45. It is a run-ending sub-story. Be very, very careful. So, as we get here, this is going to be the mysterious organization. I can't remember which... I think I'm on Brawler, which is kind of bad if I am. I think I am, aren't I? Yes, so I have to change the beast. So what we're going to do is we're going to very specifically aim for this guy. Unfortunately, I didn't get him, so that's going to leave the mysterious man up and awake, which is bad. Where is your gun? It is not on the ground. It's gone somewhere, and that is a problem. Instead, what I will do is I'll just have to start. I see it. Ideally, what you want to do for speed in this fight is grab the gun that's here. Unfortunately, I don't have said gun. And hopefully you're at full HP. I'm not. It might look like I'm currently at full HP. I'm actually not. I'm definitely not now. The reason is that I actually got countered in the middle of that fight, and it took off a pixel of my HP. That's why I was being very, very careful there. The gun going under the chair is a slight byproduct of not grabbing the right guy. Because if you grab the right guy, you pull him backwards a little bit, and that causes the gun to drop in the center of, or not the center, but like a little bit more outside of like the starting area of the dance hall there. It makes it a lot easier to grab, is what I'm trying to say. So, if we, or when I say if, when we do karaoke percent tomorrow, this is where we'll be going to the karaoke parlor for the second time. Not the first time. Because Haruka, the cheeky little shit, not only does she have an exclusive karaoke song, which is why we have to wait until this chapter to finish it off, but you can't do the full range of karaoke songs when you're with her. Which means that we have to wait until this chapter. So this is where tomorrow karaoke percent will end. Now, with Haruka around, Substories aren't here, but Uncle Majima is around. Now, importantly, you want to have enough money here to be able to get into here. Having 522,000 yen means I know I'm on the correct track with my money, which is good. What we used to do is we used to get the coin locker key that's in here. I want to be full HP, by the way. Very, very important. We used to want to go around the back here because there's a coin locker key right at the back of the gambling hall here. It's for a diamond plate that sells for an insane amount of money. Now, here's where the PC version breaks again. Watch it work properly this time. What's supposed to happen here is Haruka is supposed to win 5 bets in a row, at which point the dealer is going to disappear and come back with rigged dice. At that point, Haruka's supposed to lose her first bet. At that point, she gets mad. But this is where the continuity goes a bit out of whack, because she's already lost once. So she's going to randomly get angry, basically, and just yell at the dealer, despite the fact that she's supposed to win every single bet here. It's a weird oddity with the PC version. No, you cannot end this early, because you can only bet a max of 200, which means that you can't actually lose all of your chips, because you always seem to win the first one. Now, the interesting thing is, again, compared to the OG1 speedrun, OG1, the money that you make from this is actually important, whereas the money that we make from this isn't important in K1, because we're basically going to get our money back when we come out of here, and we're going to have no reason to come back in here. So this is where she's supposed to lose for the first time, and that's why she gets mad. And that's why she calls the gambler. That's what's supposed to happen. It's what happens on the original version of K1 on the PS4. Don't know why the PC version is broken here. Now comes what used to be one of the most annoying fights in the entire speedrun. Our previous tactic a couple of years ago was literally get lucky. Now, we take care of the 2 dealers in one throw, leaving everybody else to just die. Nice camera. Oh, I was trying to be cute there and go for multiple kills. Oh, right, that guy actually survived. Okay, gambling hall, not great. The nice and important thing is that I stay at full HP. Back in the day, when we didn't have, like, Beast Throw or the damage that we have here, that fight was infuriating. I cannot tell you how infuriating that fight was back in the day. It was garbage. So, come over here, grab your golden blackjack. Lovely jubbly. My mind is playing tricks on me because we used to grab 2 items there, but we only grab the 1 now. And now we're going to taxi back to the Florist, because it's time to meet good old Nishiki. Bad fights. Thankfully, Haruka. Not dancing with you. Haruka acts as a fight spawn deterrent. Anytime you have an NPC partner with you that you can talk to, that is a free fight spawn despawn. It is fantastic. If they were a bit further away, they would have de-aggroed instead. But instead, Haruka decided, you know, we're gonna go for a little ballet, a little pirouette. We're not doing every alternate version because that would take literally over 24 hours.
Kiryu.
And that's just done. We're just doing every single song once. It is a dumb meme for charity. That's why we're not doing it hyper serious. Stu 5,700. Thank you for the 7 months of the Prime Gaming. Did y'all know that if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free sub? You could use it here. We have a couple of Yakuza emotes with, would you believe, 7 emote slots that we actually need to have a discussion about. Because my emote artist has gotten back to me and said that they are available. It is emote time, folks, so we need to brainstorm some ideas. Yes. Anyway, here's Nishiki. TLDR, man became evil. He put blood in his hair gel and became very evil. So, again, I'm hoping not to get hit here. It's fine if I do, because this fight at the end of the chapter can go fine with no HP. A little bit surprised you're alive. Good whiff. Love whiff. Where are you going? Bad fight because everybody decided to just walk away and I whiffed. Perfect. So. Shindo. This could be a decent time save by the looks of things. Here's how we deal with Shindo. I'm surprised. Get your knife out, stab Shindo. Oh wow, Shindo's dead. But here's the thing, we have 5 hits left on our dagger and it's time to go ham with it. We don't need this anymore. So, take care of some enemies and grab their weapons and just go ham with them. Kiwami means fuck you, by the way. Kiwami actually means extreme. Look at my gold here. I can do way better than that. Either way, yes, that's the end of that chapter. I said I had a couple of chapters that had some very big time save. That was one of them. It was a little bit of a bad chapter, but everything is fine. Everything is fine. So, Chapter 8. This is our first next level up. Our first next level up. Yes, words. So, for our soul tree, we're going to go up our soul tree. We're going to grab ourselves heat gauge +2 and climax heat power 3, which increases the power of our heat actions during our heat mode. We're going to quickly go over here. We're going to grab charge combo, and more importantly, we're going to grab knockdown grab. This allows us to pick up enemies off the floor. We're now going to go this way. We're going to go sneakily through one of our extremes. We don't need it. We're going to grab climax heat gauge +4, an extra resolute counter, which doesn't really matter. Essence of solid counter, which does matter, but what does matter is climax heat power 1. Beautiful level up. Now, we're going to head off to the park where I want you to brace yourselves for a minute. I'm about to say something very shocking. The very foundation of this chapter is going to shock you to your core. For the 3rd time in this wonderful video game, Haruka's been kidnapped. Shocking. I know. I know. It's shocking. What the fuck? You know? So, it's time to go get her back. The only way that we know how. Punching dudes. We gotta find out which of the gangs are the ones that actually took Haruka. Spoilers, it's none of them. However, we have to do it in the correct order. So, we're gonna start by going over to Shichibuka Street West, and this is where you do not cut the corner. Pocket circuit is in effect. Do not, under any circumstances, cut this corner. You will literally lose your speedrun. So, dodge pocket circuit, go this way, into here, and this is the first of our 3 colored gangs. This is the Blue Z. Now, we just got one heck of a power upgrade. So, allow me to show you how you deal with the Blue Z. And first, You go beast mode. Second, you grab any of them, doesn't matter which, and then you do your heat attack. Oh look, they're all dead. We've had one hell of an upgrade to our attack just now. Now, the other thing, I've mentioned this just now, do not walk into Pocket Circuit. Trust me, your first instinct is to get to the taxi as quickly as possible. Correct. Do not walk into Pocket Circuit. The amount of times in this run when I had to do the reroute that I kept walking into Pocket Circuit was infuriating. However, we're taking a detour. We're not going the way you would expect me to, because there's something we need to do along the way. We've run out of weapons, which isn't good for the rest of the run. But we need something with a little bit more firepower. It's time that we took inspiration from New Game Plus's run. And we're going to get ourselves some guns. So, to unlock the weapon shop, we speak to this lovely lad right here. He gives us the password, 30,000 yen, to steal for some juicy shit, he says. He tells us that we want to go and ask for a specific porno movie called Housewives in a Bind. It's a bad fight spawn ahead of me, but it's going the right way, so that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to head into the Champion District, where we're going to find the White Gang. This is how you deal with the White Gang. Once again, act surprised about what's going to happen. Here is Shiraki. He is the leader. We're just going to, you know, grab Shiraki and then do the heat move. This is going to cause him and a couple of others to die. At which point, we don't change into Brawler like we used to. We're going to grab this baseball bat instead. I'm going to use the baseball bat. Unfortunately, these two are a little too far behind, which sucks. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do that. So, he doesn't know where Haruka is, but he knows the Red Gang have probably had their hand in this. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into one of the scarier part of the runs. We have to run across the entirety of Kamurocho. This fight spawn isn't ideal, but it's in a good place. This allows us to run through this little alleyway here and get past them. Now the reason why this is scary is because, as I just said, we have to run across the entirety of Kamurocho, which, you know what that means. There is a high chance for us to run into a certain somebody. But before we go that way, we have to make sure we go in here. Because here is the weapon shop. It's the porno shop. We're going to go up to the house. We're going to go up to the guy. I'm going to say, Housewives in a Bind. Now, we are going to sell, very specifically, the Goemon and the Golden Blackjack. This puts us at 1.2 million. And we're going to buy, very specifically, a brand new knife, the super spicy knife, 6 broken M1985s, and 2 9mm shotguns. This leaves us at 300,000 yen. This is enough for the rest of the run. I'm going to go into my inventory, and I'm going to equip my knife. Very important. We're now going to go up to the top part of the map, and we're going to go to Debalon. So again, we still have to run across Kamurocho, which means, yes, there is a chance that Majima will turn up. Reminder, we're at 2 on the Majima counter, folks. Now, it's usually an average of 2 per run, but this is Yakuza Kiwami, and Yakuza Kiwami is as Yakuza Kiwami does, and that doesn't always stick. An average is just that. An average. It isn't always what happens. I have had certain Majima runs where... I've had certain runs where I've had Majima turn up, I'm not joking you here, 11 times. I'm not kidding when I say 11 times. Very important. You need to do this fight in a very specific manner. It's tempting to lob this guy over the balcony. I've done it many times. But what you want to do is you want to do a charge throw. Or you just want to do a normal throw. You want to do a charge throw. Do not do a heat attack, because by grabbing him with Grab Mastery, that puts our heat at max for the fight afterwards. This is one of the most infuriating fights in the entire game, because the Elder Akai Brother, which is the smaller one, has Majima's Breaker style. He straight up has Majima's Breaker style. So, it's time for shenanigans. You'd think we'd go after him first. No. We actually go after the large lad, because he's in front of us. And he's more annoying at the end of the fight. Stab the large lad. Very nice. Switch to rush, because we actually want to run away for a second here. Going to your inventory, we're going to get out our shotgun, and oh baby, it's shotgun time. take care of all the ads, go back and equip your knife. Because guess what? It's time for the spicy knife if you don't get hit. You don't have to do a little bit of work. A quick stomp into a stab. Very nice. Very clean, very smooth. He just called me an asshole. So, they weren't the ones who took Haruka either. It was actually this lad, Carlon. Kiryu's had a run-in with him in the past. So, this is also an unfair Majima spawn point. As we go around this corner, we're going to get a phone call, and Majima can be down here. It's why I like having my camera at this angle to see if I can see Majima. Thankfully, he ain't here today. We're going to head over to Park Boulevard East, of course. I'm going to very briefly go into my menu and put on my shotgun, because I'm going to need that very, very, very soon. And I'm going to speak to good old Date and end the chapter. We're off to Yokohama. I'm losing time. How am I losing time in this chapter? Huh. What went wrong in that chapter? Honestly, not a lot. I am a little surprised, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little very surprised. So yes, this is Yokohama. I recognize the place. So here's what we're gonna do. We have, would you believe, a shotgun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on to Brawler, run behind this guy so he doesn't hit me. Shoot all of them. I actually took them out a bit quicker than I would have expected. Again, a bit quicker than I was expecting. I think I've got 4 hits left. I hate this man, because he does that and really messes you up. Unfortunately, he does have to be dealt with. So I'm going to have to grab something and just stab him. He has hit me, so I'm lost a little bit of damage, which sucks. But it should be fine for the most part here. What's not fine is the fact that I just used my heat before this guy. So I'm going to have to use this before this guy. Please don't stab the wrong guy. Time loss. Good. You want to stab the guy with a pole, because he is, as you can see, a massive pain in the ass. Until I knock him down the stairs, at which point, goodbye. Unfortunately, I do have to finish him off. I hate this man so much, because he just does this. You can't actually grab him. It's over. It's over. I'm just gonna lose a bunch of time now. I hate this. I literally fucking hate this place. This guy as well is just frustrating. Whenever it goes wrong, I don't know how to deal with this guy, because he just guards everything. I guess I should just be grabbing a healing item and just attacking him again. I do see that gun. It doesn't do much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that when that goes wrong. Massive time loss. What I am going to do is, because I'm only on one shotgun shot, I'm going to change to a fresh shotgun. And unsurprisingly, shoot everyone. Unfortunately, they now take an extra hit because I'm down on HP. Got lots of healing. I should probably have just, you know, healed and then... Yeah. Hello. Didn't mean to change to Brawler. I'm chalking. Actually, that is what I want to do, because I want my spicy knife, and then I want to heal. I do not like my lack of healing items right now. At all. This ain't good. Lao Carlon, you want to be full HP for Lao Carlon. We're going to grab Lao Carlon, we're going to charge for Lao Carlon, and act surprised, we're going to stab Lao Carlon. I know. Shocking. I'm going to grab the vase. They hit Lao Carlon twice. Oh my fucking god. I hate you. I genuinely fucking hate you. It's just not breaking. Fuck off that one. Well. I'm actually gonna grab the healing item that's in this room. Well. I hope you're ready to see a massive time loss, because this was disgustingly bad. I might actually be behind at this point. That's how bad that was. I might actually be behind. So, fun fact, here comes the car chase sequence, which it originated in the OG one, so the 1 in 0 was a homage. But here's the thing, the PC version of K1, for some reason, has mouse control. It doesn't in 0, it does in K1. Which lets us go very fast. Just remember, folks, even if you can Kiwami cancel, that doesn't help you with speed when it comes to the shooting section. No bragging to save you here, folks. Nice thing is, we're not getting this far tomorrow. Almost glitched out on me. If you're struggling on Legend, there's a couple of tips I can give you as well. For the van, like this one coming up, don't focus on the guy in the back, just focus on the guy in the front. Then you can shoot the driver. So you don't have to worry about the guy in the back at all. You're probably going to take a hit or two, but that's fine. Also, aim for everybody's necks, don't aim for their heads. For some reason, their hitboxes for their headshots are in their necks, not their head. I don't know why you don't. No, I don't know why you... Massive time loss coming up here in a second. I'm going to start draining time, like, in 10 seconds. This sucks. This really sucks. You always got to practice Chapter 7. Now, again, if you're strong on Legend, just don't focus on the cars. Just go for the guy on the truck. Make sure you take out any rockets, because rockets will kill you instantly. Look at that time loss. Oh my god. You know what the sad thing is? Run can still PB. Can actually still PB. I messed up my shooting. Why am I shooting slowing down all of a sudden? Excuse me? Terrible truck as well. Ouch. Use macros for the shooting section. No. But you can use a mouse because the game allows you to. Is your CSGO aimbot for this? Yeah, sure. But only if you run the game at 30 Hz. The true intended developer path. So that's a minute time loss right there. Yup. Yup. I hate that chapter. I hate that chapter with a passion. That chapter I did pretty decently in my PB is the problem. And it's very, very easy, as you saw there, to just mess up. Just one guy cost me a minute. I should have just healed. Should have just healed. Not from Time Crisis, from the guy beforehand. The guy in the restaurant fucked me over. The one with the spinning pole. It was all him. It was literally all him, because I, for some reason, didn't want to heal and just heat attack him, because my healing items are pretty low at this point. Even though I should have just done that. So, it's my own fault. Either way, we need a couple of more attack upgrades, so as you can see, we're going after our attack boofs. Our attack boofs here. I do love a good attack boof. But again, if I do Jingu fine, then I can save time. And there we go. So, we're going to find out that Nishiki, or Reina was the one who was telling information about us to Nishiki, and unfortunately, she is now in trouble. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this part. Now, Substories and Majima are on the map, which is bad because the problem that we have here is that we have to follow the blood. Not all the way, all the time. As long as we're on the correct road, we can, like, skip corners like this, but you do have to follow the blood. If you stray too far from the path, the game is going to penalize us and not give us the phone call we need. So we have to be very, very careful. Reminder, we're at 2 Majima sightings. That's a bad fight spawn because I don't have much stamina right now. I'm having to juggle a little bit. Look out for the Substory on the left here. Actually features a very famous actor or sports star with a very big chin. Corner. And if done correctly, phone call. If not done correctly, you don't get this phone call. That's why you can't just taxi over here. There's invisible triggers along the pathway with the blood. That's actually a good fight spawn to get, because you can get fight spawns around here, and that one will stop them from aggroing onto me. Avoid this guy on the left. He's actually a Substory. And there we go. Yeah, same Xeno. Same. But there are hidden triggers along there that you do have to hit. It's time for the shotgun. I'm going to start with my 4-hit one. I could save the 4-hit one for later, but I'm just going to start with that one for now. A run ending Substory. Yes. Frustrations abound. Yeah, he does steal money from you, which you need money for the next chapter, so... Down here. Got shotgun. Get hit. Slower. Was that 4 shots of the shotgun or 3? I think it was 4, wasn't it? Nope, 3. I also should be on the rush to go faster. So, important thing about the shotguns, you want to keep at least 1 full shotgun for the finale. Now, this guy, I should be grabbing and throwing and not doing that, because this gun that he has can actually go out of bounds. By the way, that's how you use guns quickly in K1. You cancel with R1. You just stance cancel with R1 and you shoot fast. K1, but not 3, no. Sadly not. That's not rush. You know better than that. My dude, you know better than that. Stance cancel the dragon. Fucking Christ. Save a little bit of ammo. We're going to be grabbing one of the pistols on the ground here. Not in rush, we're not. You can't grab weapons in rush. You can equip them, but you can't grab them. Ah, right, yes. Because I'm low on HP, I don't kill him in 1 hit. You need to stop. Same. Same, but until they give actual tangible proof, then... I think everyone's been, you know... Great. Reasonably patient so far, and they just haven't... They stopped responding completely. Like... I think it is okay to be skeptical. Like... Do I think they're inherently lying? No, but... They're literally not helping at all, or saying what they're doing. Like... Oops, I'm gonna get that out. Fuck. You know what? I'm using my 1 shotgun shot. Now I'm grabbing his gun because fuck it, I'm not wasting mine. I actually should be using my own gun here, but fuck it. Because then I could rush here. Can't pick up weapons, but can use my own. Should have grabbed that healing item just in case with my lack of healing items. But it's fine. Oh yeah, you don't have to shoot them. Ah, so, here's where the Kamaki shot stopper comes in. This man has a gun. Nope. Man's alive because I don't have HP. Excuse me while I change the beast. Do I heal for RSA? I probably should. I don't remember how to fight RSA. It's like a lot in the modding server. Ah. Just the whole macro talk just, I don't know. Makes me feel not right. It makes me feel like something's going on there, you know? And again, if people can replicate it, it's all good. But I'm not seeing any... What the hell? What's everyone doing over here? Oh my god. Because you are supposed to shoot everybody here, which... Oh, I have my other gun on, don't I? I should just use it. Don't run. RSA. I want to feel the heat. Thank you. Terrible chapter. Wow, look at the time I'm losing. Jesus. And they couldn't tell you? Exactly, I couldn't tell you. Like, they talked so much about it. How was that a gold loadless? Lose a good 20 seconds real time. But gold loadless. What? What? That don't make no sense. Legit hacks. Legit calling cheats. I actually can't tell you how that golded loadless. There might just be a PB in this after all. Somehow. Don't know how, but somehow. I mean, I spent more time in my menus in my... Must do. Man, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this run anymore. I've kind of given up after that bloody chapter 9. You can only skip once it changes cutscenes there, just like earlier. By the way, Majima fans, there's not much time left before we're running out of Majima Everywhere opportunities. It goes all the way to the finale, but there is every chance that there will not be a Majima sighting. You'll have one last chance in the finale, and that's it, because Majima is going to go missing in this chapter. But the nice thing for all you Majima believers is that we do this chapter... We have to go up and down Kamurocho multiple times. We're talking like 4 or 5 times here. So, this is your big chance for Majima sightings. Set my SSAO to 8 times. That enables cutscene skips. Oh, just hold on whilst I go and do that real quick. Don't tempt me, I will. Hey, Greg, what's going on, Greg? Hope you're doing well tonight. Cannot believe we're a month away from Lost Judgment. We get to hear more of the excellent Greg, who voices Yagami in that game. Alright, we got to run across Kamurocho again, so Majima fans, get your... Oh, I see we're doing this today, are we? Okay, that's number 3, and that's the nasty one. So that one, and there's a bad fight one in front of me that I'm going to have to despawn. Yeah, I can't get past it. So... The reason why that one's the nasty one is because, as you saw there, you don't have a camera angle when you come out of the club, so you can't see where Majima is. Which is why him seeing me there is bad. Now, if we see Majima again here, it does count, because going in and out of Bantam resets Majima's position on the map. So the next Majima sighting would be a legit one. So we are at 3. As I said, this bit is a bit nasty for the old Majima. What weapon do I have equipped? Knife? Old-fashioned way? Old-fashioned way. Do it the old-fashioned way. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the guy in the front. Amazing fashion sense. Use our good old beast throw. It's going to take out 2 of them and keep him pretty low. I'm going to change the brawler. I should have aimed for the ads first. Should have aimed for the ads first. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm making, so the time loss that I'm having in this run is all down to silly little mistakes. I need to heal once in this chapter. It's gonna mess me up a tiny bit for the dock fight, but it won't completely ruin that fight. I will heal at that fight. Well, that's a problem. That's number 4. That's number 4. The nice thing is he was in a good position for me, so I could just run past him. But also now I know where he is, so I don't have to worry about him being up here. And I saw that fight spawn earlier, so I held my stamina until I got to this point, so I can get a little bit of distance. Very, very nice. Majima lock all of a sudden. You say his name and he comes a running. Yes, that's good. Cool. But yeah, I think everybody in here is very much looking forward to Lost Judgment next month. I'm very much looking forward to it. Hard to believe it is only a month and 4 days away. A month and 4 days. Alright, so guess what? We're running across Kamurocho again. Surprise. So once again, okay, get your eyes peeled for the Majima. Watch as I walk into that sign. Please don't see that. Thank you. It's a fine fight spawn. As long as you're still running for that one, you can just get past it. I got too close to him, which is unfortunate, because that repositions that fight spawn. Should have gone for the NPC. Yep. Alright, well, I'm not messing around this time. That's not what I want. Although I do want this for the next fight after this anyway. 8 shots. That's 8 shots for here, and walks into that as well. I'm losing it. Let me think for a sec. I'm trying to. The reason why I forgot about that is I'm trying to think for a second here. I have 28 shots remaining, which there's probably 2 shots this chapter at the docks because of my low HP. 1 shot Shangri-La. That'll put me down to 25. At which point... Shibaura War. So I have 15 shots for Shibaura. Shibaura and Shimano. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah. Wow, that was loud for some reason. That should be fine, I think. That's a bad fight one. So head this way. So this is the reason as well. We said earlier that you need money story-wise for this game. This is the reason why. We need to buy the Shangri-La card off this guy so that we can get in. And to do that, you need 300,000 yen. He'll set it for you for 500,000, but he will also set it for 300,000. Speaking of any horror games, actually, yes. I mean, I don't think Yakuza Dead Souls counts. Oh, that's bad. That's a fight, isn't it? Oh, that's close. So I have what I would like to call a bit of an invisible list when it comes to speedrunning, where there's a couple of things that I would like to speedrun. In this list is one GTA game, which would probably be one of the PS2 ones. I have more money than I need at this point. I definitely bought less toughness these than I was supposed to. One GTA game, probably one of the PS2 ones. A Final Fantasy, which technically I've done 2 of. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 13. But I feel like I've done both of those dirty, so I would like to do those again. A Sonic game, which would either be... Hold on. Let me concentrate for a sec. Good. He's about to shoot me. That's why I concentrate. Which would either be one of the Mega Drive Sonic games or Mania. So one end of the old releases or the new releases. And the other one is I would like to speedrun a Resident Evil. Which one? I don't know. Probably not 7, probably not 8. Honestly, probably HD. The very first one. So... play for a Dead Space. I've played Dead Space. Fun fact. I've not played Dead Space 2. And I know everybody loves Dead Space 2. I actually liked Dead Space a lot. I can't tell you why I never did Dead Space 2. I think I was just... Wait, yes I can. I can tell you exactly why I didn't do Dead Space 2. That was when I was in university, I believe. So I was obviously very busy. Very busy ruining my life with Dota. But, you know, student, money, absolutely nothing. There is one horror game that I would like to do. I've seen it on a... Because I watch a couple of horror streamers. I watch the likes of An Eternal Enigma. I watch the likes of Punchy. I watch the likes of This Fight Spawn. I also watch the likes of Egdisis. Egdisis does an insane amount of horror speedruns, and they're a brilliant person. You should watch all 3 of them. But there's 2 things that Egdisis does that have piqued my curiosity. One of them is the original Parasite Eve, but the problem for that is I would need a PSTV, which I don't know what happened to my PSTV, so that's a problem. I do own the US version of Parasite Eve, so I do have the fastest version with PSTV. But the other one that piques my interest is a game that I got. It was the first game that I got on the Xbox 360, and I loved it to bits. Most people probably know which one I'm talking about, because Egdisis does it quite a lot and is very, very good at it. It's Dead Rising, the first. Dead Rising 2 and Off the Record will also be options, but Dead Rising 1... Dead Rising 1, all bosses with the time skip mod, is very interesting, because it turns what's a 7-hour run into essentially a, like, hour and 30 minutes, I think, something like that. So... I've always loved Dead Rising, so it has my attention.
You should definitely do those other runs.
Hang on, let me shoot these guys for a second. Lovely. Oh, am I doing gun strat? I am doing gun strat, aren't I? I forgot what gun strat was for a second. I didn't mean to shoot those guys at the start. I forgot what gun strat was completely. Why did I equip the 2-bullet gun for the 2 enemies that are in here? I'm losing it. I'm absolutely losing it this run. Closer. That's why. Because I knew that he would take 2 shots. Obviously. Definitely. Happy birthday. Ah, crap, I'm old. It has actually just turned my birthday, because it's just turned midnight. Damn it. How ironic that I am fighting Majima on my birthday. I'm in Majima. Yes, it's Egdisis. As K Flashheart says, if one of the mods wants to shout out Egdisis, I'd appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna mess up. I Kiwami cancelled Majima, you guys! And then I hit him into the wall, which I didn't mean to do.
Happy birthday, my man.
Greg, thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's past midnight. So this is the fun way to end this fight, by the way. I missed. I missed! You're supposed to kick the rock, and the rock kicks Majima, and then it ends the fight. I missed. I took too long at the start of the fight. I'd say that wasn't that bad of a chapter, even though I'm about to lose time. It wasn't that bad, but I am about to lose time, which sucks. Thank you all for the happy birthdays. We'll kick off the actual celebrations tomorrow with Karaoke %. For those, I say tomorrow, it's tomorrow for me technically. For those who don't know what Karaoke % is going to be, it is going to be us doing at least one version of every single karaoke song in every mainline Yakuza game. Beginning from their any %. So, 0 all the way to like a dragon. That's gonna mean it's gonna take a bit of time. It's gonna take probably about 15-16 hours. Because some of the games are pretty fast. Once again, K2 is pretty fast. K2 is about 20 minutes. Some games, like Yakuza 5, are about 3 hours long. Actually, I think 6 might be the longest in the entire thing. Caustic, thank you very, very much for the birthday bits. Shotgun. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mr. Fruit.
Awful Geek also, thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Alright, so I want to go rush here because I want to get every enemy as close together as possible. I'm just going to shoot first because I kind of don't like them. Ooh.
Happy birthday.
Who's alive? Oh, it was that guy. I'm in trouble. Huh. That went better than I expected. How many shots left on this gun? 2? Good. There's 1. And there's 2. I didn't mean to grab this guy, but with little HP stuff that I've got, I wanted that for spare. I don't think I need it at this point because it's finale coming up, but just in case.
Joining the train with happy birthday.
Holy heck, what's going on? Cat1, thank you for the resub. Zeno, thank you for the resub. Hold on, please. I gotta go shoot Shimano for a second. Hold on. 2 secs. Hold on. 2 secs, please. 2 secs, please. How is that guy at the back alive? How is that man at the back alive? I'm calling shenanigans here and I'm very upset. I'm just gonna stab Shimano because, hey, guess what? There goes Shimano again. I mean, I have a way to deal with this last guy quite easily. I just, you know... Not this. Grab him and throw him. That's the plan. It's not going well. X-Play, thank you for the gift subs. Fontano, thank you for the 500 bits. Pan2, thank you for the gift subs. Dullahan, thank you for the gift subs. Red
Did
Gambit,
someone
thank you
say
for the
happy
bits.
birthday?
Holy heck, thank you all. Thank you all so much. I lost time there. What? That was okay. That was... What? How did I... What? How? I didn't think it was that bad. Trouble is, I don't remember what my in-game time was, so I don't know if this is actually going to be a PB or not. Like, it could actually PB, despite the fact that my real time is bad. Also, Majima Sighters. That's your last chance, and unfortunately, there's no more Majima. We end at 4. Congratulations, those of you who thought it would be 4 Majimas. It's 4 Majimas. What am I supposed to do for the finale again? Shotgun. I actually have quite a few shotgun shots, which is nice. I should be pretty good. Gifting a sub to Rosetta, nice. Red Gambit, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. I'm not sure if I caught you or not. Sorry, trying to concentrate on Shimano is a pain. User 283, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh, the heck. Right. Hang on. Rush back. That's not a shotgun. That guy's alive! No, please don't hit me, thank you. Usually you'd shotgun him as well, but you know, he was running towards me. I feel like so this is how you do this bit quickly. Shotgun, shoot. Run forward, grab this guy. I did that. I contributed. That's my strat. I made that strat. It's like one of the only things remaining that I ever routed into this game. And guess what? Do it again. You don't want to shuffle forward because that happens. What you want to do now is you want to grab him because you have the... No! The baseball bat. Now. Oh my god. This also means that I have lost a pixel of HP. Pain in the ass. Most enemies are going to go down quite quickly, but some aren't. Some aren't. I think we're at level 5 hype train. I can't tell because... The prediction's in the way, thanks Twitch. thanks Twitch. And 10 shotgun shots for the finale, baby. Let's go. Beautiful. But yeah, user, thank you for the gift subs. Thank you everybody for all your generosity. I appreciate it. Thus time for leg. I will give you leg once I can. It will be after we have downloaded the lore on Jingu, because right now I can't exactly... I'm on PB pace. I can't exactly afford to give leg right now. 223%! Wow! Okay, the nice thing is you can just run into this door. I am going to equip gun. Wait, do I want to use my... I do at some point. Actually, gonna take... No, don't take that gun. Just use mine. Just use mine. Stupid. That's why I have a gun. That's why I have a gun. I can't afford to give you leg right now. I've got to focus on not getting shot. This is Kiwami's finale, by the way. We just go crazy and we just shoot everybody. Oh, don't. Oh, why? I mean, that doesn't hurt me, like, for now, but, like, that's upsetting. Every time that happens, that's just upsetting. I will take one of their guns, though. But I did kind of use up a bit of my ammo that I wasn't supposed to use up. You have the bird! Nice! Alright, thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for all the stuff. I appreciate it. I need to... Shotgun? Yeah, shotgun. Oh my god, I'm losing myself. So I'll have 5 shots after this, 4 shots after the next fight. That's not good. I've accidentally used up too much ammo. Oh well. I will deal with it when I have to deal with it. Which is right now. Ironically enough, it's right now. Camera. I can still PB. The only thing is, the way that I PB is by, you know, doing the Jingu fight correctly. My entire speedrunning career has led up to this moment. Every last drop of it. It is time for the Jingu. It is time. I did not want to use 2 shots there, but I did. Your name's Murasei, I hate you. The other Murasei is way better than you. Well, my problem is I don't have a shotgun for this part now. Well, I do, but it doesn't have that much ammo in it. Three shots, so 1 shot for these guys. I'm gonna spawn in the rest before I actually go after these ones. Because this group here is gonna be the one that I really want to cleave. The worst possible like scenario is I can just use a pistol from one of them, but I should have saved more shotgun shots, so... That aimed for literally 1 person, and then I got shot. Really? Remember when I said I just have to do Jingu? Yeah, about that. So stupid. It's so stupid how this works. Okay. I do need my HP for this, so what I'm going to do is run up, start into a heal, just use this, and ahead of time grab this. Nice. Nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yep, saw that coming. Why did you run the other way, Kiryu? I need to hit him. Okay, I haven't done enough damage, so what I need to do is I need to make sure I use the Stamina Royale right now. I need to get into red heat, because I didn't do enough damage. I need to do that anyway, but I definitely need to do that to you, so I can grab you. Actually, I'm not sure if I need to do that. Nice. Focus, Jingu. Nope. The Jingu lore has been downloaded! Not great, but it's been downloaded. It just took me 3 months of not speedrunning the game to get Jingu down properly. Finally. Wasn't great, but it went okay. It went way better than any other time I've done Jingu in my life. Time for fast Nishiki. So, you can interrupt every single one of Nishiki's Kiwamis. It's ironically enough not called a Kiwami Council, or a Kiwami Council. That's not enough, so just in case, I'll do this. Actually, I think it might have been enough, but just in case. I want to be at red. Make sure you stomp on the ground. As he's getting up, do a strong attack. This breaks his guard and makes it so that it interrupts his animation. Same again, so it just skips to his next phase. We're going to do that 3 times. The last one is the hardest one because you have to be kind of fast. Random add wall to the download. Well, I still can't get my sub 2 because apparently I just can't do chapter whatever the hell. 9? 10? Yeah. Runs over. Good. I think that's a PB. Because of good Jingu. Wasn't a good lead up though, so. That's it, by the way. There's no more inputs, we're done. I'm fairly certain the auto split stops automatically, so I don't have to do anything here. Watch as I leave my hands off and the time stops. It didn't. It didn't. Oh well. Never mind. That's a PB. Cool. Cool. I think that's like a. Is that like an in-game time PB by like 30 seconds or so? Let me check. I think that's like a decent in-game time PB, but about 30-ish seconds. Yeah. 155.32 down to 154.51. Cool. It's also a real-time PB. Somehow. Somehow. Boy, I'm looking forward to seeing what my summer best is, because, that went to shit. There's nothing to say other than, you know, it went to shit. Like, it's not, like, here's the thing, alright? This is where it's a GG, so you'll hear speedrunners often say, you know, that's a GG, that's not a good PB. That is the exact case with this run, where we were, what, 2 minutes ahead? We were a minute and a half ahead, lost all of that, but still PB'd. So it's a GG because, you know, we PB'd, but a PB doesn't mean it's a good PB. I just lost all of my time to a single chapter. That's absolutely terrible.